because we can still siege down the thing. Although, let's actually have a look. Would they take the peace deal yet? They would actually. Ah, can we take more money? Looks like we can. It's more glorious coastline, and then we got the mission fulfilled. Conquer Morocco, then prestige, settle chance. We could actually save that, but what does this... Right, it doesn't even give course to the area, and then the next area is going to be further south. There's these two provinces that need to be had. Interesting. What does that give? Diplo points and prestige. Then Atlantic Gateway would be the Canary Islands. Gives us some prestige and sailors, so that basically naval materials, I suppose. Azores, naval arsenal, so we need to have hybrid level 3 in Azores. Okay. Yeah, we can probably dismiss the notification for the time being. You are correct. Let's start coring though, and we'll have our armies do some rebel suppression for the time being, I reckon. I could get some more claims in affairs just in case. You know, maybe start claiming the northern areas. I don't think we need, well, at least get a claim over there, so we can take something later on if need be. We can actually, oh, RF. Is it this one? Yeah. Let's make this into a state. Isn't it another 80 points of admin? We have a decent bit of points in, oh, right, and yeah, we did lose some manpower, but nothing too bad. Oh. Well, lovely. England declared war on France. Reclaim the French throne. Yeah, we should probably start a spy network southwards. You are not wrong. They are allied to Mali, Tlemcen, and Granada, though, so that might be a bit of an issue. Although it might be in a way to start fighting Granada, taking some land over there. But yeah, we're going to send in spy network there. Let's have a look at the war. So, who are you fighting? England, Tyrone, Albret, and Aquitaine. And Castile is not in that war. So who are you fighting then? France, Armagnac, Auvergne, Bar, Bourbonnais, Burgundy, Premier, Foy, Alignon, Orleans, Valenjol, Scotland, Aragon, Iberia, Sicily, and Flanders. I'm going to say no to that. I don't want to be that because it's basically me and Aragon fighting them down here, plus all the French raptures. And I... Oh, don't go to the ships, please. Yeah, it's just way too many. Alliance with England is not worth that war. But what we can do now is get a flagship. And probably build it in Lisbon just in case. I think we're going to go with the heavy ship. Oh, Portuguese Fusiliers. Interesting. Portuguese Bombardier. Naval Fleet Barrage Course. Oh. The Desert Wall. Right, I do want to have the fleet movement speed at least. That's an easy one. Fleet blockade impact on siege is also a good one. Fleet engagement width might not be a bad one. Or fleet morale. Factory cannons. Oh, we could take one of these. Ooh. Fleet exploration range. Plus 100. I think we have what we wanted. Fleet exploration range. That's so good. Yeah. It's going to have a bit of a maintenance, to be fair. But right now, I think we'll be okay. Well, at least for a little bit. I can't really choose all of them. It would be quite a ship if you had all of it. Right, so that is a massive amount of area that you need to cover, but hopefully that's going to be alright this. Placing separatists 6,000 men and 9,000 Moroccans. Ooh, that is a fair bit. Right, so how's the faction influence? Bureaucrats are still very small. That is going to be a bit of difficulty then. Wait, didn't we just build the ship? All set. Is the ship not building? What's going on here? Did I not... I guess I didn't start building this ship. Okay, well, let's give it another try. I don't think it actually starts building it. Oh, hold on a minute. How much does it take sailors? Is that a problem? Let's see. If we put in the things again, that might be what's... we might be missing here. So blockade and speed? No, it doesn't list it. Oh, because we don't have a heavy ship available yet. We could go for a light ship. So that was the problem. I mean, the movement speed and the exploration thing are still good even for a light ship. Blockade impact might not be quite as good then. So we could switch to the... where is the more trade power per ship? Is that a thing still in this? Actually, that is a good point. When is the first heavy ship available? It's going to be level 18, so still pretty far away. Right. There's going to be a light ship. Let's see, the exploration... Ah, trade power per ship in fleet. That's the one. And then the fleet movement speed. There we go. So the maintenance is actually going to be a little bit smaller one. But we're going to attach that... Oh, missionary successful. Half population became Christian. Is that true? 37% is Catholic on that province. What about over here? 34%. Okay, so yeah, there is part of that population Catholic. If that is the... Oh, right, then it's divided between the various categories. Okay. So how far are we from getting the commercialization now? It's 2-3 months before it's in Lisbon. We should probably save the cash now so that we can embrace it as soon as possible. But once it's there, it's going to start spreading out to the surrounding areas a little bit faster, I think. Like, Valle do Sado is already at 91%. Barlavento is about 91%. Sotavento is 76%. So there is a fair bit of spreading in there. I'm just saving the points so that we can get the text a little bit cheaper. Because we're not really swimming in the points yet. Actually, how are we doing in terms of force limit? So we are at our army force limit. We could definitely have a lot more ships. In that case, I'm going to build another light ship for the fleet there. There's a lot of spies in our territory for some reason, or trying to spy us. And looks like the... So that's going to be in 4.2 years, it's going to be in 3 years. So we're going to have some rebellions in here, but 11,000 men should be plenty. Straight income versus rest income. About 30% of our total income. It's not too bad. And it's something that we can certainly improve on. We actually have a decent income right now, of course. That's before we get Wolves as a ship. Because that's going to have quite a massive impact. Although it is also going to increase the amount of trade power from the ships that we have. So in that regard, it might actually be paying itself partially back. Not fully, I don't think, unless we got a really large fleet. If we have a look at Iberia as a trade zone, though, we have about a third of the trade in there. So that's not too bad. It says that we earn 2.6 in here, which I suppose is correct. These current ships, I believe, have about 2 trade power. Yeah, this got 2 trade power per ship. And with the captain or the flagship, it's going to basically double that per ship. So that is actually quite a massive difference in there. But yeah, we've got a pretty good coastline here in Morocco already. Also, we're kind of shielding Fez right now, so that the Castilians can't do anything about them. Not to mention, Castilians can't get Melilla from me unless they declare war, but we are allied to them. I don't think there's going to be a problem with that. Although, is this the first ship tier or not? That's probably in the text screen easier to see. No, the Warhawks was the first one. I think that... Oh. I believe... Commercialization, we can embrace that. Are we close to getting the... We're not far off, but yeah, think about it. Do I embrace it yet, or... Maybe I'll wait for a little bit longer. Let's have a look at how quickly it's spreading. 0.31 in there, and 0.31 over here as well. So it doesn't actually speed up the spread down here, but it's going to start spreading out further north now. But we can probably wait for a year or two just to gather up a little bit extra cash before we embrace the institution. Although, why is the... Oh, that reduces the interest per annum, but it reduces the inflation reduction per year. But getting rid of the tech cost would be really nice. But we'll at least, you know, let the money accumulate a little bit more before we take that. We just have a bit of extra in the treasury, just in case. So when is the next lightship? That's going to be in level 10. But that's just 2 levels. Basically, once we get the institution, it's going to be 1 level away. How much is it going to cost us? It's about 500 points right now for the techs. But once we do the... So that's probably going to be about 400 points then. Oh. Oh, right, we got the... We had the Regency, didn't we? Oh, and we already have an heir. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere around 400 points. Joao is 634. That's not bad. I think we'll have pretty good rulership with these two for a while. We're going to continue with the leadership. Bureaucrats are going to have, well, the relations are going to drop. Hey, there we go. Finally got the investments. Let's see. So where is this? Littoral is one of the provinces. I don't remember which one exactly. Fortunately, it doesn't have... Oh, there it is. So what was invested there? It's 1390. So a little bit agriculture. And a tiny bit of fisheries. And Lisbon got a ton of agriculture. A bit of extraction, so mining. And a tiny bit of academic. And then Gia got a tiniest bit of academic investment in there. And Bikes Alentejo got tiniest bit of industrial and academic. Like combined they got 0.05 ducats. Then Barlavento, a little bit agriculture and extraction and academic. Paid for a few pages of information. Something like that, yeah. And Trasamontes, this is the northeastern area. So you got a bit of forestry and a bit of academic. Okay, but at least we got the investments done. So now we'll just wait for the money to accumulate enough so that we can do the... or embrace the institution. Oh, and Garcia is righteous. So yearly legitimacy, diplomatic reputation. Both get a little bit of boost there. That's good. We should probably increase the amount of galleys that we have on the Armada de Wolves. Like if we get to like 10 galleys and 15 transports or something like that, that's going to be a pretty decent fleet. I don't think we'd need to increase it further than that, and we can start building another fleet or something like that. So, how much do we need now? All about 125 ducats. Well, I suppose this is going to be sometime next year is when the institution is going to spread into these two. Not entirely sure when exactly. Actually, that might not be the case, that it would be next year. Well, this one, well, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be eventually, at least. In the near future. We can get that, although by then we'll probably have the Empress already. Plague Death Tracker. What does it do? Oh, it's probably for the selected provinces, I reckon. Just doesn't have a description though, so it's Any UN provinces have the province flag plague? Yeah, I'm assuming that you'd have to select the provinces to do the things. Actually, speaking of MEIOU Taxes, the game that was recently announced, the Grey Eminence, looks pretty good. Like, it's probably the Middle Africa plague regions, possibly. But yeah, the Grey Eminence, like, there's been 2 dev diaries so far. Like, it's gonna be somewhat similar to MEIOU Taxes, but it's completely different game and all that. Like, there's a little bit overlap in the teams that are doing them, but like, it's separate entities. And like, it's instead of gonna be provinces like this, I mean, there's still gonna be areas kind of like this, but it's like hex-based world. And it's gonna be quite interesting to see how well that handles, because the amount of stuff that they are kind of promising sounds pretty amazing. Right, how about I send you to protect trade in Iberia? You should be joining the fleet, right? At least in theory. I'm gonna get another ship soon, so how's we got okay amount of naval supplies still being made. Enough at least that the numbers are going slightly up. And now that's also going to the fleet, so we are gonna have technically only 5 light ships, but it's gonna be quite a large amount of trade power provided by that. Alright, technically it's gonna be 10 from the ships, another 10 from the flagship's ability. So it's going to be 20 from the ships alone in Iberia. If you want to look at the trade power that we have in there. So we got 57. The light ships already provide... Oh. It is 17.1 right now. I wonder if it's going to go up or not. I'm actually a bit surprised by that. I suppose we do have some modifiers that increase the trade power, and I believe we might have some modifiers that increase the trade power from ships as well. Yeah, they're not joining. Okay, still embrace the institution. Oh right, did I didn't embrace it yet. Nope. Getting closer and closer though, and actually something that we can do is just increase the game speed a little bit, because there's not that much happening. Oh, there we go, now they're joined. So if we have a look at the trade power, it's... Oh, there we go, 72. Oh, and letter from the Pope. We can send another missionary, but no, we're not going to take part of that. Oh, Castile is now considered a great power. Well done. And corruption is... Oh! The speed that corruption is going down is actually going up again. I suppose we did have some of the advisors die, which may have had a bit higher levels, which then contributed more to the corruption. That might be part of the reason. I suppose, well, we've still got some overextension. But I don't think it's going to be all that much, is it? 16.5%, so it is something. But still manageable. But the Fezzian Separatists are going to fire in probably about 2 years. Why is Soldier having that? Oh, right, they did have the Uprising sieged down at one point, didn't they? Also, the autonomy is full 100 there. Yeah, it's actually going up. Is there a reason for that? I mean, the elites probably have a lot of power. The separatism and unrest also contribute a decent bit. Actually, it's mostly the separatism. Once that goes down, it's going to start going down. We almost have enough points. Actually, we might already have enough points to... Yeah, I believe we've got enough points to get a claim on the nation to our south. Now, considering that they are allied to Mali, if I remember correctly, that might be a bit of a risky... Mali claims them in Grenada. So let's see, if we were to... Well, I suppose we don't have the casus belli yet. There we go. If we were to declare war on you, that would be 22,000 men against me. So we're not quite ready for that. Even if we had Castile helping us, it would be somewhat difficult. Anyway, the institution is... Okay, we should be able to embrace it in like a few months. We might wait until both of these have got on it though. Which, yeah, it's like, 3 months? And it's gonna be present in both of these. Well, now it's 2. And that's gonna be done already next month, and then that's gonna be done soon as well. Oh, do we have something else that has gone? Oh, there we go. That reduced the cost a little bit. And that's gonna be almost done, so we're just gonna wait for that one. Anything else is gonna take a long while still. There we go, so we can embrace that. It's 102 ducats, so we don't have a lot left over from that. But now we can get the technologies in here. Including the Miltech. Oh, we can actually get to Miltech 10. Don't mind if I do. And we're going to get some innovativeness. Although, again, that's not going to be that useful. Like, it's actually going to increase unrest a little bit. And, it's... Well, I suppose the global institution spread is nice. And yes, Naval Ideas. You are not wrong. We are not far from getting the first... Wait, how far do... Oh, right, this doesn't actually give the thing... This, once we have the Naval Ideas, and then we have, Diplo 11? Oh, Naval Ideas 3. Safe Harbor? Is the thing that we need from there, I suppose. And then... Basically, yeah, Diplo 11... And the third idea over there. Okay, so we don't even need to complete the idea group. That we can unlock the exploration. I mean, that's gonna be good. Okay, the separatist affairs are gonna be rising very soon. So let's go ahead and move in the army down to Ceuta. So that it's gonna be a little bit closer to where the action is gonna be. Could technically even provoke them, but at the same time... Probably don't even need to bother with that yet. Give you orders to do the suppression again. So that you will at least hunt down the rebellion. Oh, Castile is influencing Savoy. Interesting. Albeit not entirely unexpected. Let's go ahead and build another galley. That does cost a lot of money. Which actually probably should not have done that quite yet then. We'll be getting some money. Actually, one thing that we can do is we can deactivate the fort over here again. And over here. Lower the army tradition a little bit. But at least it's going to reduce the costs a tiny bit. It's, well, it's 0.2 ducats, I suppose, with those two. And we can get the admin level 9 now. Oh, administrative efficiency goes up a little bit. Oh. And max resource size is going to be on the next level. Excellent. Once we get the Diplo 10... Well, we need to get Diplo 11, right. How much trade income has changed? It is now about 36%. So it was 34.5% or something like that before, so it's actually not that... Hold on a minute, no, I'm pretty sure that it has gone up a little bit. It was 30.5 or something like that, wasn't it? Because the trade income... Well, let's have a look at once this updates. Yeah, like it's gone up by 0.9 ducats. It's been about 5% increase, I think, yeah. Or 5 percentile increase. Yeah, no, it's definitely good. Like, it did jump in the trade power once the fleets combined from, like, 57 to 74 or something like that. So it was quite an increase. And there's the rebellion. Charge. Oh, they had cannons. Oh, and they're not dead yet. They will be, but they're not dead yet. I don't want to take part in that conversion yet. I don't have the money to send in missionaries right now. They're a bit too expensive, right? At least I would say so. There we go. So that's one of the rebellions done. Is that? Oh, we can also fire over here. Okay, well, I'm gonna guess it's gonna happen somewhere near Zamora, so we're gonna park the army there again. I'm just gonna give the rebel suppression order, so wherever it's gonna be dealt with. Because the next rebellion is gonna be a bit bigger. Although I'm pretty sure our troops are gonna be fine dealing with it, but it's just We need to take some precautions.